You asked for it. Here's 13 of the best side hustles for teenagers who want to make a bit more money. I'm sure you're going to find one that works for you. Let's get into it. First up is car washing or car detailing. Yes, there is a clear distinction between the two. For a basic wash with no fancy snow foams, polishes, pre-washes, or anything like that, and a simple exterior and interior clean, you're looking at anywhere from like $30 to $100 per car, depending on the size. Whereas detailing a car, you can charge a lot more because you are producing a better end result for your customer by using multiple products and stages of the clean. For example, a pre-wash, multiple snow foams, and things like sealants, waxes and polishes, and even clay bars in order to remove imperfections on someone's paintwork. Here, there is a higher upfront cost because you have more materials and supplies to buy, but ultimately you can charge more money. Anywhere from $100 to $300 per car, depending on the size and the extent of the clean you're going to do. Next up, we have pressure washing. So it's similar to car washing and detailing, but you're just washing the ground. Pressure washing patios and driveways is another great side hustle that needs no previous skills and not too much initial investment. Depending on the size of the driveway or patio, you can make anywhere from $100 to $400 per customer. You don't need as fancy equipment as car detailing, but again, it can take hours to complete a job depending on how big an area you're cleaning. Next up, we have gardening. And no, I don't mean planting loads of flowers for people. What I actually mean is mowing lawns, trimming hedges, and de-weeding people's gardens. Typically done on an hourly basis, you can expect to earn anywhere from $20 to $30 per hour. As you're still trading your time for money, like with pressure washing or car detailing, the bigger the garden, the longer it's going to take for you to get the job done, however, the more money you can earn. Then we have dog walking. I tried this for the Side Hustle series for a week. This is great if you love dogs, you want to be outside, and when you actually group walking dogs together, you can make decent money. You can earn $12 to $15 per dog per 45-minute to an hour walk, and when you group 4 dogs together, or even 8, like we found out in the episode, you can quickly turn this side hustle into a real business. The link is in the description to watch that full episode and see how much money I made in a week. Next up is babysitting. If you've got younger siblings, then you probably already have some experience of this. Babysitting for friends and family is a great way to earn a little bit of extra money. No, you are not going to get astronomically rich. However, babysitting jobs typically pay between $10 and $15 per hour. And with a typical babysitting job lasting 3 to 4 hours, because trust me, parents want to have a break from their kids, then you can earn anywhere from $40 to $50 per job. You do multiple jobs a week on the weekends, and then look, nice bit of extra money. Cleaning is another homeowner task that most adults absolutely hate. So if you can ask your parents to clean the house, or your neighbors, or people who live on your street, it's a great way to earn extra money. You can expect to earn $15 to $20 per hour. Depending on the size of the house, you can do anywhere from an hour up to 3 or 4 hours. And also, you don't need to provide the supplies because most places you clean will already have their own cleaning supplies. Now we move on to running errands for busy adults. Another part of adult life that is very tedious and exceptionally boring is running errands. For example, grocery shopping. If you can do grocery shopping for people you know or the elderly in your area, you can expect to make $10 to $15 per trip. It's not going to make you a fortune, but a little bit of extra money will definitely help. This next one can be a real good earner if you have a talent for musical instruments, a certain sport, or specific subjects like maths, science, or languages. If you do, you can then become a tutor and teach other people. Depending on the complexity and level of your knowledge of the specific subject, you can charge anywhere from $25 an hour upwards. An extra hour per day tutoring after school can earn you $125 a week. The next side hustle is one of my favorites. It's a skill that I think every young person should be learning because it's very in demand right now, and that is video editing. Particularly when you're just starting out, you want to focus on editing short form content for videos that range from like 15 seconds all the way up to 2 minutes. It's not overly complex, and depending on your experience, you can charge anywhere from like $10 to $50 per video. Before trying to land clients, make sure you hone your skills by creating a portfolio of work so people can actually see how good you are. And then when you do find clients, offer a first video for free so they can actually see how good you are at a real task. Next is the modern paper round, or handing out flyers. This is either handing them out to members of the public or going around people's houses and posting them in their letterboxes. You can't just dump them all in the trash. It's a little bit tedious, but it can earn you anywhere from $10 to $20 per hour. This one I did when I was at school, and this is the manual vending machine, aka selling sweets, creating a tuck shop, or more recently, you'd be selling really popular products like Prime. I'm actually doing a whole tested episode seeing how much money I can make flipping Prime, so make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss when we publish that. Depending on the size of your locker or duffel bag and the number of people at your school, you can make anywhere from $10 to $20 per day, which over a month is around $400. Obviously, all these numbers are just revenue and you have to take away your expenses to get your take-home profit. Next is reselling your unwanted items on sites like Depop, Vinted, eBay, and Facebook Marketplace. Here, you need to just audit what you own and what you actually use, and then sell anything that you don't want anymore. It's really hard to put an accurate figure on what you might make from this because it all depends on what you have. If you've got a spare PlayStation 5 you don't use, then you're gonna make way more money than if you have an iPhone 3GS. You probably don't even know what that is. And finally, the one that most people probably won't want to hear, but it has no cost associated with it at all, is just getting a part-time job. Yes, that's right, a part-time job. This is what I did as a teenager after successfully selling sweets to the point where the school didn't allow me to sell them anymore. I went and got a part-time job waiting tables at high-end events where rich people went. Waiting tables in a restaurant or working as a fast food server in the UK pays minimum wage, which for 16 to 18-year-olds is around $6. Plus, you've then got your tips on top of that. If you want to see how much money I actually made trying out dog walking for a week as a side hustle, then click here for the latest episode of Tested. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.